Representative Fox banged the gavel in the House chamber last Thursday. It would be the last time he'd do so as Speaker.
Less than an hour ago, his resignation letter was read on the House floor.
Please be advised that I, Gordon D. Fox of 11 Gorton Street, Providence, Rhode Island, resign my position as Speaker of the House of Representatives effective immediately on this date. Very truly yours, Gordon D. Fox.
This is obviously a complicated story with a lot of moving parts and big implications for the state of Rhode Island.
Joining us now to help explain it all is WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi. First of all, Ted, people want to know who is Nicholas Mattiello and what are his priorities?
Mike, House Speaker Nicholas Mattiello will have to get used to saying that. He's a Democrat. He's from Cranston. He's also 50 years old, married. He's a lawyer by profession. He's been in the General Assembly since 2007, elected the previous November, and he's seen as more of a moderate to conservative Democrat than Gordon Fox, who was more of a liberal Democrat, although, of course, he didn't always govern that way. Mattiello has already said the economy will be his focus, and he's going to look to lower taxes and reduce spending where possible.
All right, and Ted, we already are halfway through the legislative session. What will be the fallout from the Speaker shakeup?
Well, you know, you saw an overwhelming vote there for Nicholas Mattiello, 61 votes, but not all those votes are created equal necessarily, in the sense that some of those who voted for him, including Representatives Stephen Ucci and Christopher Blazajewski, were actively working for his opponent, Michael Marcello, just over the weekend. So Nicholas Mattiello will have to make sure he's able to sort of consolidate support, particularly because he needs more votes. He needs 50 votes, more than a majority, to pass a budget, which is the biggest thing the House does all year, and that's coming up in just a few short months.
Ted, this is a big day. It's the first House session since the searches of former Speaker Gordon Fox's office and home. What are you hearing on the investigation?
Mike, frankly, very little. We keep checking in with investigators. They say all the records related to the Gordon Fox investigation are sealed. We don't know too much, but coming up new at 6, we are going to give a look back to Gordon Fox's rise and fall and his legacy. Now, the former Speaker of the House, as Nicholas Mattiello takes over.
All right, Ted, thanks so much for joining us and breaking it all down for us.